All right. What's up? Jen BT from 104.3 JAMS. We are in the Blue Cross Blue Shield performance stage with Chicago's very own Jeremy Piven. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Thank you.
I'm so glad you are in town. You're promoting your new movie, The Performance.
Yes.
And you've been talking about this is the best work of your life. Tell us a little bit about the movie and why you think that.
Well, I don't. This is going to be a very Chicago thing to say. I don't
love it.
think it. I know it. No, I really do. It took me 15 years to make this film, and every year that I couldn't find the funds and they said no, I got better at tap dancing, because my mother Joyce Piven gave me this short story 15 years ago out of the New Yorker, and here we are. Harold May, he's a Jewish tap dancer in 1937. Oh, I can do this. Actors are totally delusional. I was just like, I'll learn how to tap dance. But it's almost like our superpower. Like, I every year they said no, I got better at tap until magically, you and I were talking about timing as you walked up.
Yeah.
The universe aligned right now. This is the perfect time for this film to come out. And if you don't give up, which I didn't, on the other side of that is a miracle. And this is a miracle. Even the reviewers are saying career-defining performance. I mean, I'm 80 movies into the game, and this is the best work of my life. But also, anti-Semitism is on the rise. And I play a Jewish tap dancer that hides his identity to dance for Hitler. And, 6 million Jews were killed in the Holocaust. I think a lot of people get their news from TikTok. So, and that's not, I'm not slamming TikTok. It's just, we need to know what really happened to inform where we're at right now. This movie isn't, some didactic film where it's going to hit you over the head, and it's a really fun, wild romp that people are emotionally, it's a gut punch for them. And, we opened here this weekend at the River East.
AMC River East.
Yeah, and we're here, for a few more shows. And Chicago's really showing up for me, and it means the world to me.
Oh, absolutely. Obviously, we love you. Anyone from Chicago, it's Chicago Pride. I love that you're doing special screenings here. You've been in the audience watching the movie with fans.
Yeah, listen, I'm doing Q&As after like this. We're hugging it out. We're taking pictures. First 100 people that show up until Friday will get free posters and signed and the whole thing.
That's so amazing.
Yeah.
And it's actually, like you said, a period piece during the 1930s. Am I right?
Yes.
Are we going to see some of the Jeremy Piven, you're so funny, you're so charismatic, or is this more complex? Is it more of a serious character role for you?
It's,
and was that challenging for you?
No, it's funny. People say the reviews, best reviews of my life, and they say I disappeared into the role. I didn't disappear. I reappeared, to be honest with you. Because everything I've been through in my life informs who I am as a person, and that I can then access as an actor. So at certain moments in the film the stakes couldn't be any higher, and I get insanely emotional. Listen, I've been on stage since I was 8 years old here in Evanston.
Wow.
And and then performing in Chicago my whole life. Chicago, people want to know, why are all these actors from Chicago? It's because of the community. You guys show up for us. We're performing in a 99-seat house. You guys it's full. So we keep getting our reps. So by the time we get to Hollywood, I'm ready to go. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
and
absolutely.
And not to slam anyone else, but they may not be, because they don't have, Chicago's very unique. Not every city supports live theater. So I was very lucky, and my parents at the Piven Theater in Evanston, it was very empowering. My father was, very hard on me, but that tough love. I mean, I was rehearsing one time, and he said to me, "There's one actor in this room, and you ain't it right now." And it was in front of all my friends, and it just broke me. But I came back the next day and was a lot better.
Wow, that's incredible. So talking about your Evanston, Chicago roots, and we're a throwback station here in Chicago, so I like to get nostalgic a lot, especially with people here in Chicago. So little Jeremy, you're walking the mean streets of Evanston.
Yeah.
You got your yellow Walkman or your non-skip CD player. What are you listening to?
I'm listening to Parliament, P-Funk, make my funk the P-Funk. I like to get funked up. And then into 5:46 in the morning, crack of dawn, and now I'm yawning. Wipe the cold from my eyes. Who was this paging me and why? It's my brother Pop from the barbershop talking about the intricate plot. Motherfuckers want to stick me from a fly paper. Yo, love, drop the caper. Remember those dudes back in Brownville? So that type of stuff I was listening to.
Okay. This is how you know he's from Chicago. Where are you on open mic night at Subterranean in Wicker Park? Like, you need to go, and we need some freestyle from Jeremy Piven. Like, what can't you not do? Maybe that's your next movie.
It's freestyle, but no style is free. Yeah. No,
so
I grew up, being one of the only white boys on my football team, and the black community really supports me, and it means the world to me because there's no more honest community, to be honest with you. Like, as a stand-up now as well, as an actor, when you perform in front of a black crowd, if you're bringing it, they're going to show you love. If you're not, you better be ready.
Yeah,
they're going to be very honest with you. And so when I have people coming up to me on the street, and they're showing me love, man, they're like, man, we fuck with you. And I'm like, oh, thank you, sir. I love this.
Absolutely.
So I get love from the community, and also, like, this film is about the absurdity of anti-Semitism and racism. And the way that I contribute to this conversation is by doing what I do best. I'm an actor. I tell stories. So you can sit and watch this film and go, oh, man, I didn't know this history about how all of this. And also the Nazis were killing the homosexuals, Jews, and then we, in our story, I don't want to give away too much, but this is about revealing the oppressor and the oppressed, whether it's the black community, the Jews, whatever, and then having you think about, because it's really also about, my character really compromises who he is for success and pays the ultimate price. It's a cautionary tale. But it's also a beautiful way to expose the absurdity of racism and anti-Semitism. And to me, there's no greater honor because, I grew up in a community that was integrated. And I was so lucky. Like, a lot of times you see white boys and, they maybe they love the hip hop community and people think, oh, you're co-opting this culture. It's like, well, I grew up immersed in it. Like, correct. I'm so old that, like, old school hip hop was new to me. That's how old I am. And people were like playing football, banging on the lockers. I was the guy banging on the lockers, and we would freestyle. And so I grew up like that, and I remember our coach at Evanston, the Wildcats, said to us, you're going to hear the N-word on that field today. Just hold it together and play through. And I'm going, the N-word? What the fuck? What's going on? And so I was introduced to racism. I didn't understand. I had to be taught what racism was because I grew up being surrounded by people that didn't look like me, and I was bar mitzvahed, and so the black kids had never put on a yarmulke, so the black kids thought it was a pocket square. They thought it was a Frisbee. You know what I mean? I ended up rapping my Haftorah portion.
I love that.
I rapped in Hebrew. Rabotan nevarei yehi shem Adonai merach me taviat olam till the sweat runs off my balls.
I love you remember that.
And they were like, get out, get out.
We need that
They took away my Jew card. Can't be cheap. I can't eat bagels.
I love that.
Let's go.
Oh my gosh. No, I can absolutely relate coming from a melting pot community myself. And my parents, like, where could we afford piano lessons? We're going to take her to the South Shore Country Club. Even though she grew up in Logan Square, you just drove wherever, you could find the affordable way to do art. So I appreciate that.
No, and we
so
support
much.
The arts here.
Yeah, we support the arts. Yeah, and it's been a while since I tap danced, since I was probably 5. So I know that's hard, kickball change and all that. So I can't wait to see you tap dance. I think it's going to be an incredible run. Oscar buzz, can we speak it into existence? Because we started talking at 11/11.
Yeah,
so we're rooting for you.
Thank you.
Catch Jeremy Piven in the performance at AMC River East.
Yes.
I'll
meet you there. We'll hug it out.
Screening. I can't wait to hug it out
Yeah,
with
it's
you.
for the next few days. Let's Chicago stand up for me, and I love that. And then if we do and we get the numbers that we will, I'll come back and do a premiere. We can all hug it out, and let's go. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Jeremy.
I love it. Thank you.